This is about hope in humanity, hope in the earth. This is about Ireland. This is about beauty. It's about life. It's about celebrating the miracle of life. What a gift. What a gift. I think it's also about the Camino, the way, the Tóchar. It is about a pathway that continues and threads through many landscapes, not just in Europe, all over the world. Sacred pathways that people of all traditions are walking and inviting us as modern humans to slow down, be present, defractalize from the digitization of the 21st century, and become present here and now.
We ask you to bless in a very special way all our pilgrims who have journeyed the journey. Ask and you shall receive, seek and you shall find, knock and it shall be open to you. We thank you, Lord, for your assistance, your inspiration, and inspired by our new pilgrims who are now walking the new Camino from Rathcroghan to Croagh Patrick. A Camino, we hope, that will bring us closer to God, that will take away all pain and suffering and heal the wounded. May the families of all those people who have been with us be blessed in a very special way. And may life continue to bless them with good health, happiness, and closeness to you. Here on earth, we are all pilgrims, all on a pilgrim journey, which, please God, will lead to heaven.
Thomas, you want to have dinner with us tonight? Because you're going to be camping at the same place as us. Okay. Yeah, so can you do it? Okay.
Get going.
So we'll find stuff later. I mean, we got all day. I could drive back up here probably. Okay, Patrick's got the bed.
Thank you. I think what I'm going to do is we're going to keep one, and I'm going to give one to him to give to the hotel.
Okay.
Just my name?
Name and a phone number. Awesome. All right, who else has a bag they're checking in?
I have two.
Two?
6 is
All
mine.
right, 11
Thanks.
and 12. Patrick, put your name and phone number on there if you would. Thank you.
I think there's different opinions on that. My answer is yes.
There's a couple.
Are you talking about the one at the end?
I mean, maybe you'll.
That's a hotel, right?
No, where he stayed last
Someone
night.
gave me some CBD and stuff.
I'm doing your paperwork.
That's right. I'm going to be.
My name is Elaine Conroy. I work at Rathcroghan Visitor Centre and we're based in Tóchar, County Roscommon. I work there as a tour guide and a research assistant, so it's Connacht's royal site, so we are quite busy. As a guide at the Heritage Centre, my job would involve explaining to people what exactly is involved with Rathcroghan. So Rathcroghan itself would be from, earliest site is from the Neolithic period, but there does seem to be a main focus during the Iron Age period, where people came together and gathered at the main mound there, just about 4 kilometres outside the village of Tulsk. As a royal site, there is a wealth of burial mounds there as well, so it's an important site where the high status or king-like figures would have been buried as well. So there would have been fairs, judgments, possible inaugurations, and certainly what's there in the Rathcroghan landscape is an idea of settlement throughout Ireland. As well as that, Rathcroghan has never been excavated, so a lot of the mounds you're trying to explain to people it's not just a mound of earth, that actually encased in there is several layers of Rathcroghan's story.
I'm extremely privileged to be here in the Garland Sunday this morning. To be part of this inaugural sending off ceremony is something very, very special. I welcome Jeremy, his wife Carrie, his brother Alex, his mum and dad, Mary and George, and all the group who have travelled with them.
Tell me more about your experience as the director of the Croagh Patrick Heritage Trail.
My name is Mary B. Prendergast. My job title would be the chairperson of the group.
You are all 100,000 welcomes here to Ireland. And I want to say today, from my heart, Lord, it is good to be here. The sun may not be shining, but I think with your open hearts and your living spirit of hope, I think the experiences you have will bring sunshine into your lives.
My name is Maureen. It is the Irish for Mary. The Tóchar Valley Rural Community Network is a voluntary, autonomous rural community, a network of almost 20 communities.
I think the thing that excites me most is the development of the Croagh Patrick Heritage Trail and the success of it. Particularly this year, it seems to have come to fruition and to our dream that we would have this walk from Rathcroghan to Croagh Patrick. The original launch of the walk back in 2009 was an extremely exciting time. But this really has spurred the thing on, and I think it will be a wonderful success. And our dream is down Patrick and County Down to Croagh Patrick.
There we go.
Alright, ready for this? Alright, get ready, let's go.
Besides the ancient sites, you're going to see a lot of Marian shrines. There's a lot of reference to the Great Mother here in her many forms, both pre-Christian as well and Christian, and so really getting to revere that essence of the Great Mother, the Mór Mumin, the Nave Mary, the Holy Mary.
And one other thing, pick a saint
Any saint?
to walk with you today. One that would be walking with Mom and I. She's not my mom. Will be Saint Attracta, who Jeremy introduced me to last year. And she's the patron saint of pilgrims because she provided hostels and places to stay.
We're walking through all of her sacred lands for the next 2 days. So a lot of the shrines and churches will be attributed to Saint Attracta or Rathcroghan. All right, let's all bring our hands in together. Yeah, soccer coach, come on. So let's build up a nice belly rumble with sound. First step, let's do it! Ishbana huidermana, Ishbana head, or Rina Ish. Ah, Nidmori, Ah, Mathade, Uden the Pine. Finish seconds, Urama. Amen.
Professionally, I'm an ecologist. My background is in plant taxonomy, but also in geospatial science. I also do conservation planning around the world over the last 10 years, so very excited about that type of work. So how that dovetails in with what we're doing with the pilgrimage here is we had to recreate something based on an idea from history and from prehistory, from archives, from books, from maps, and thread together something that made sense, connecting together the various sacred sites through the west of Ireland here. So created two different routes that both started at Rathcroghan. One of them follows what is believed to be the traditional way of St. Patrick, and then the extension up through County Sligo through the parish of St. Attracta. Simplifying that all down, it was basically like that combination of what I'm being called to, background and research that was available, geospatial mapping, the knowledge of how to put that geospatial data to use in order to create the field maps map that everybody used along the way to know where things were, where the turns were. But what it did do was create an opportunity that everyone was able to walk at their own pace, sit with various sights to their own heart's content, as long as they made it on time to dinner, which everyone did eventually.
So I did want to call out a few items. So our first major transition point when we hit out to the R361. So if you zoom in and out, you can kind of find where that is just after we've walked through some forestry. There is a holy well down there somewhere. I haven't been able to find it yet. There is, of course, tons of the late Bronze Age, early Iron Age ring forts or the fairy forts along the way. As you go further west, again on what's called the Island Road, right when you get to Loch Gara, again, Gara in Irish means neighbor, so this is technically one lake, but it's split by this isthmus of land that we're walking through. And so right when you first get to the lake, you'll see your first Croagh from this journey. So Croagh is the Irish for a human-made island. So there are these islands, mostly of them were built in the Iron Age. People would build them so that they could have a sanctuary, a little house, a small garden out in the lake that the Vikings had a harder time to get to, or other marauders, etc. So they were typically a place of habitation for safety, but most of them that you'll see along the way are going to be covered in forest. This is a song that is inviting in 3 different waves. First, we are calling in the Irish saints of the land, and while we're calling them in, we're actually walking through a mnemonic of the physical, geophysical landscape of Ireland. So we're touching into the sacred points as we sing. It transliterates as "pray for us," but it's also like inviting spirit to embody and to invite us into a sense of transparency. So.
in the show. You're a part of it. Do your thing.
I know the other side of the coin too, like Danny, like, not saying that.
I'm Anne-Marie Staunton. There's a lot of family history here around Croagh, around Croagh Patrick, Murrisk. All that coast is where most of my ancestors would be from. So there's a lot of connections here. And I have a particular affinity with the west of Ireland. That's why I'm here. I moved from Dublin 5 years ago, and I live here now in the west and love it. Yeah, wanted the country life and but around here in Monasterraden there's an awful lot of history. There's a lot of megalithic tombs. There's souterrains. You know, there's tunnels running under this land that have never been excavated that could run back to, you know, Celtic times, thousands of years.
That exists, yeah.
And there's crannogs on the lake. You know, they were Celtic. And that's where they lived, in roundhouses out in the lake for protection. And you can see it when you go for walks here. I just love it. I love having somewhere that has significance in Irish culture and that has that much heritage, because I think that's really important. I think that's, as you walk and as you kind of walk around the locality, that's storytelling as well. That's the stories in the land. You know, the stories in the hills and the myths and the legends are in, you know, that's where it came from. Is a lot of it in the west. The west of Ireland holds a lot of the stories of Ireland. The Wild West. That appeals to me. Yeah.
Thank you.
You're welcome. Who else? Carrie was having one.
Myself and my 4 siblings, so I have 2 brothers and 2 sisters, we all grew up with music. We didn't appreciate it enough growing up, I think, but now that we have it, I think it's a lovely thing to have. The music is really important to have. I think people find it fascinating that you can have so many tunes in your head, that you can just know them. And you learn them. It's like a nursery rhyme. You learn them as you go, and you can pick them up in a session in a group.
Yeah, so a couple things to keep in mind today. Today is our longest day. I know I've said that before. When you get to the point where you think you've walked the whole day, there's another 4 miles. We're gonna flow into a road that's a little bit busier. This is the busiest road that we'll be walking on this entire time. That said, this time of the day, it shouldn't be too bad. Shuffle to the right and get in a single file line, just for safety and also for ease of drivers passing. Once we get through Ballagharine, it's all like what we've been walking on thus far, like really beautiful low country roads, trails, small pathways, etc. Something else that the local community that we're walking through is holding for us today between 3 and 5 o'clock in the village of Kilmovee, which is roughly where like the 12.5 mile point is, which is where we would normally be stopping for the day. They have a heritage center and visitor center in the village. The village is like 5 buildings. There's like the heritage center, there's a thatched cottage next to it, and then there's a church. That's about, and a Marian shrine. That's about it. But in Kilmovee, in the heritage center from 3 to 5, they are offering snacks, tea, coffee, and other refreshments, etc. About a 5-minute walk down on the right is St. Attract as well. And it's a really sweet well. And so what I'm hoping we can do is I'll go there and I'm gonna get out the harmonium, we'll do a song, but that'll give everyone an opportunity to have the music kind of lift the current, and then you have an opportunity to connect with the well in a way that feels really good to you. You'll see there's tons of offerings there. So that'll be kind of like a way to kind of place set, anchor, start the day in a really good way together, and then we can continue on at your own pace. If you want to learn this song, the words in Irish are Imra. Imra is like to give yourself over to the journey, to release yourself to the winds. The early Irish mystics, they would set themselves free in the wild, sometimes literally just putting themselves in a boat with no oars and a flask of water, and they would just lay down in the bottom of the carrack or the coracle and just release themselves and just let the water take them to wherever the water wanted to take them. And wherever they landed, if there was no one already habitating that area, they would create their place of ascension there, where they would spend the rest of their days living simply in relationship with life. So this is an ancient Irish tradition called the Imra, to release yourself, to trust in the universe and to just let go. And so the full words are Imra na anamaha. So I am giving myself, my soul, over to the river. And then the other line will be Oana. Oan is river. Oana na anamaha. So river of souls. I give myself over to the river of souls. It's very simple, very elongated, but I feel like this will be a really good place setter for where we are. And again, just find your way in when you can. Now repeats. Thank you, friends. Let's enjoy this gorgeous day.
You're very welcome, Joseph. Joseph. Brian.
Thank you for having us.
That's so delighted to see you.
My name is Father Joseph Gavigan. It's an Irish name dating back to the Smith. It's Irish Gaelic for Little Smith. And my role in this parish is as parish priest since August 2021. The local community of Kilmavee is a very, very vibrant rural community and has been for generations. So the community has all sorts of activities appropriate to the ages of the people concerned. And all of those facilities enable the community to support each other. We have a beautiful Irish word called mehel, which means people helping one another. And it's so evident within this community of Kilmavee. So I'm very proud to be associated with the community, and I hope I'm participating in that same spirit of being part of a mehel where everybody is neighbourly and supportive to each other. I think the local economy will benefit in the long run from this wonderful idea of the Camino, or a spiritual walk, a pilgrimage. I think that it's a very small seed that is being sown at the moment, with approximately 20 people participating in this Camino pilgrimage. Hopefully in the years to come that there will be a lot more people involved. And I think also when people see the idea of international pilgrims engaging in the spirituality of this Camino from Rathcroghan through Monastraden onto Kilmavee and Urlor to Knock and to Croagh Patrick, that local people will also continue to be enriched by the testimony and the witness of all of the other pilgrims who are doing this.
So if you'd like to get a cup of tea or a cup of coffee, which would you prefer? Tea. Would you like another cup?
Oh, I'm leaving. I already had some. Thank you so much.
I hope and vision for the future of this pilgrimage walk is that it will at least be an annual event, and also to engage more fully with people in the local different communities. Perhaps the vision down the road could be that local families would exchange or host some of the pilgrim walkers, which would make it a little bit more enriching for both the local economy, the local people, as well as for the pilgrims doing the actual walk, where they can live and mix and mingle with the people in the local communities.
It's more than that. Great.
that name nice?
Nice, yes. Jacob Biscuits in Dublin.
My name's Tony, that's spelled T-O-N-I, and I'm the Heritage Coordinator here at Kilmavie Community Centre. So the Kilmavie Heritage Trail comprises of about 7 sites of historical interest, ranging from ancient megalithic tombs back from the Neolithic era, and then there are various other sites along the way. But really the main highlight of the Heritage Trail is the Kilcashel Stone Fort, which is about 1,500 years old. This fort, it's about 30 metres in diameter. It's about 4 to 5 metres thick and 4 to 5 metres high. And it's a beautiful example of dry stone walling. So it's this beautiful circular dry stone fort that we think, based on the minimal evidence that we have, we think that probably this would have been built sometime around the 6th century by what would have been a very wealthy, powerful and important person, important family living at the time, perhaps a chieftain of a local tribe. This was built originally basically just as a family home, but a very strong, well-protected, well-fortified family home.
Found me.
Hi! We found you! How are ye? Are ye exhausted?
Doing good. Some of the other guys, I'm wearing them out though.
Ah, you are?
Yeah,
They're great.
yeah,
Hi,
we're
it's
taking care of
great
them.
to see you all.
Yeah, thanks for seeing
I brought Bernard out with me.
hi.
Hello!
Good to see you again, man. How are things?
Not bad. Lovely to see you. Lovely to see you. Hello again. Hello. How are you? Great, Bernard.
Are you really? Yes. Oh, have a great
This is
journey.
Bernard.
Bernard.
A very special farmer, a very special friend of ours in our network. Hello. Can I say hello to everyone? Excuse me if I didn't. Hello. It's lovely to see you all again. That's great. So she had some wet days, hadn't she?
We had a couple of very wet
Today
days.
wasn't so bad though.
Today was great.
Nice, it was warmer, wasn't it? How are you? Hello. It's good to see you. Hello. We came and
What a
found you.
surprise!
Yeah, very.
My goodness!
No, you never know, do you?
Were you just...
That sounds like a good plan.
No, that's nothing to do with that big
Shrinker? You're not going to tell me what a shrinker is.
To our meal.
Well, yeah, you want your name.
Yeah, that's good.
Why did I make the first of all?
Nick looked up cute.
We have already told us that.
Hello, beauty ones. This is the day of the singing to the cows. I've been singing to almost all the cows that have been passing today. And it's just amazing. They're just so sweet and they love to be sung to. I had no idea.
I have a legit problem here. I need to get back on the other side of this wall. And these cows, this one especially, won't let me do shit. If I have to go right there. Ugh, this is so lame. They're super mean. You guys stay there. They're gonna come at me. See? These fucking things. I don't know what to do. This is unbelievable. I'm stuck. Go on. Gah! Gah!
If you can't tell, those are blueberry stains. You know, just ate some very delicious blueberries. It's so special eating blueberries and raspberries, and found two wild strawberry plants so far. That was it.
Don't hear it from your guru. Oh, your mama. Oh, it definitely tastes like tofu. Kind of soda. More like chewing chicken. Straight off chicken farm.
Like, you can trust that Ireland, its land and its people, will hold you. It will take care of you. They took care of us.
You're very welcome back to the second hour of the programme. It's Tommy Marin here. We're live from Knock today, Knock Shrine. We're outside Knock House Hotel for a special reason. That reason being we are here to celebrate really the Ireland West Camino, which is in its infancy. This is the first year of this Ireland West Camino, and it's all the brainchild of my next guest. He is from North Carolina, and along with 21 comrades, they started a walk some days ago in Rathcroghan in County Roscommon, and they will finish their Ireland West Camino on the Reek in Croagh Patrick on Sunday as part of Reek Sunday. He's got strong Irish connections. His name is Jeremy Shavey. So tell me about yourself first, your own background, Jeremy, and why you're doing this Ireland West Camino.
I have always been in deep love with nature and deep love with Ireland. I often think of Ireland as sort of like an earth extension of my mother. You know, it's like my mom, the way she raised me in the Irish traditions and raised me in the Catholic traditions, really helped to facilitate a really solid being here in this world.
When he was a child, I used to pray that he would give something to the world and find something that he loves to do passionately. I did that for all my children, and every one of them does what they do passionately. So my prayers were answered with all three of them. And so this is fun to be on this trip to watch how that has come to fruition with Jeremy.
I'm an ecologist by trade and spend a lot of time doing conservation projects. But the real heart of it here is a little over a year and a half ago, my daughter passed away, and as a father, the massive amount of grief, like my world was falling apart. And one of the things, other than celebrating her life and wake and community and family, my father invited me to walk the Camino Frances. And so we walked a little over 400 miles of that last year. And along the way met a lot of Irish pilgrims, and they were telling us about the pilgrims' routes in Ireland. And I got really excited. But then I started seeing a lot of them were very short, and I was just like, oh, really? You know, like the rhythm you get into when you give yourself to the path, give yourself to the road, give yourself to the journey of letting go and really being present with the land and her people and the traditions. So that dovetails together with my professional background, geospatial mapping, being able to put together, diving through archives, being able to piece together a route.
Did the death of your daughter bring you closer to God?
Oh, certainly. I mean, I've always had a very close and very personal relationship with God. I mean, I think that losing someone, especially when it's your child, it breaks down the heart and the mind in a way. And what I saw and what I felt, I'm trying to put myself back there viscerally right now, but it's like the world was falling apart. And the things that remained, the constructs of my youth, helped to uplift me, as well as some of the training that I had received as an adult.
When your child experiences a horrific pain like Jeremy has, you just want to take it on for them so they don't have to. But obviously you can't. He's a big boy and he has to deal with his own pain, but you want to embrace him. In the last few years, there's been a lot of that. And I'm proud of him. I'm proud of how he's using his grief to project himself, because he has a lot of talents and he's got a lot to give to the world.
Here's all this skill set. Here's this like work ethic that I was raised with and have been living by my entire life. And then all of a sudden, there's no child. My daughter has almost become like another angel voice in the choir, if you will. Sometimes when I'm praying or I'm singing, especially if I'm doing like a Kulta Yogi, and I'm just like giving myself over to God, it's just like, there she is, just like, this is the direction you need to go. Do this thing.
Was her death sudden?
It was. Being a father and having that drive that is really necessary to be a father changes us. And just because my daughter is no longer with us does not change who I am. And so I've really been applying myself and continuously asking the question of God, of the divine, of spirit. Hey, how can I be of best service in what life is left with me? What can I do that will actually create opportunities for other humans to be relieved of suffering, to be relieved of grief? And pilgrimage is a powerful way of doing that. I mean, you've seen that, how that's unfolded with all of these people in our group walking, as well as the people that we've been in contact with along the way. Like it's real, and it's not complicated. It's so beautiful. Just walk, listen, make room.
A whole lot. Look at that heckin' tree of life.
Oh, cool.
Yeah.
That's beautiful.
Yeah, it says Celtic Ireland on it. Look at that.
That's dope. Where'd you find those?
It's just 100 feet that way. It's St.
One of
Bridget's
the
gift
shops?
shops. Yeah.
Hey.
And I got this Connemara Irish marble with a Bridget's cross on it.
Wow, that's pretty.
Irish marble.
I need to shop with you. I get so overwhelmed. I'm like, I gotta get out of here.
And then if anybody bugs me on the road, I'll just spray them some with holy water.
Nice.
I think I did pretty good.
You did great.
Yeah.
Very good.
This is the superior route, that's Pattern, right?
Yes.
Superior route, yes. Superior implies there's an inferior.
Right. Yes, the northern one. There's the inferior route. That's why I say.
Yeah, maybe down here in this reality, but up in the supreme reality, all routes are equal. Equal.
Evil.
So this is my holy haul. I went to the religious stores and I bought 4 rosaries, one of which I'm wearing. She gave me a free poncho and she called it a rain mac, which I thought was adorable. I got a tiny Jesus of Divine Mercy. And I got a tiny Holy Family.
Wow.
And that's it. That's my holy haul.
You heading out now? You gonna take really well?
I'm just gonna grab my bag.
Yeah, you wanna?
Oh, but I need to fill up water. I have no drinking water, so I was gonna fill up the holy water.
Cool, yeah, I'll do that.
With, yeah. I know. Now I'm inspired by mixed consciousness, but like I just feel like I have to. Holy water.
Can you explain this to me while you're filling it up?
Yes, sir. So you press this button. Oh. This water's been blessed.
What does it taste like? Take a sip.
Tastes just like water.
Tastes like water. Feeling well? Over here.
Hello, my name is Barry Merrick. This is a story about heritage.
Do you mind if I record you while you talk about this a little bit?
Yeah, you can, yeah.
Okay.
I'm only telling my part of it, like, you know.
That's perfect.
What I was told. And it's Normans, about 1100, 1200. And they lived in villages, just a village here of huts. And this fortress built for protection. So when anyone came to attack, they'd run inside and bolt up the doors. And it was a protection. There was no way in. The windows are all small slit windows just for bow and arrows at the lower end, so you couldn't climb in. It's very overgrown there at the minute because my grandchildren are across the beach. They had a secondary defence inside, you know what I mean? They all came out of these places, came out of the round towers and got inside the castle. A last chance, you know. Come in from that, see above there. That timber. That timber is there since 1100.
Look at that.
Huh?
The ivy's holding up the beam.
The ivy's dead. The ivy's
Oh my god. Yeah.
Many died above there trying to put the last few stones on up there and fell down, slipped. You can imagine the health and safety courses they were doing. You know.
How do you know all this information?
Well, I'm only what we're told.
Mm.
You know what I mean? The Irish were kind of people that they didn't look back much. You know what I mean? History didn't mean a lot to them in a lot of ways. You know what I mean? They wanted to survive and just get on and get the next bit. You know what I mean? And say all the invaders that we had, all came in from Dublin or came in from Wexford, and very little, none of them came in from the west because the sea is rough. And what they did is they invaded all the way in, and the real people from here was shoved further back this way. And the real people of Ireland are where you're going tomorrow, Westport and Achill. Enjoy your stay. Have a good time, right? Keep eating carrots, they're good for you.
How you doing?
Good. Of course. Sure. Or I think about it.
Morning. Throw it on.
Ring it gold. Thanks for bringing in the guys.
Have a feet. Have a shin.
Who's your egg?
Yeah, it's coming down.
I'm doing well.
Celtic pets.
How are you doing? Yeah.
Oh, you got more Celtic pets?
Well, I had 3 of them.
Oh, yeah.
Is that awesome? So now that we've pretty much got everybody here, in the next 45 minutes to an hour, you're going to be walking through a beautiful medieval village Ball. It'll look like Bala, but the A is dropped at the end. There's Bal. There's a beautiful round tower there. There's a gorgeous holy well there. There's a gorgeous Marian shrine there. There's an old oratory there as well that doesn't have its roof on it anymore. So Jack Ryan is there to answer any questions that you might have about the round tower and anything in the village there. We're doing just over 16 miles, so today is the 3rd longest day. So just for NCAP purposes, keeping that in mind, 9 hours to walk 16 miles. So if you're averaging about what you've been doing, you'll be fine, and that gives us an hour of buffer. For those of you who are walking faster, no problem, you'll be fine. But again, there's so many great sights along the way. Just outside of Bow, there's I've got the Ferry House Forest marked on there. At some point a few years back, the local community had a ferry house making competition, and so the whole forest there is full of all these little ferry houses up in the trees, tucked under the ferns.
And we just can go right in.
Yeah, you can just walk right in.
I hope that the rest of your stay in Ireland is good.
Dry.
Bloody well, stops raining. Enjoy it. Worst things in the weather. Thank you for staying.
Yeah, thanks for having us, Eddie. I appreciate it.
Perhaps we'll meet again.
We will meet again.
We'll take care. So, as the old Irish saying says, what does it say? It says the wind. I hope the wind is always on your back, and that you're half an hour in heaven before the devil knows you're dead.
I
started first. I might be in
Go
the
get him,
last.
Bob!
I'll see you. I'm sure I'll see you as you pass me.
All right.
Smooth operator. Smooth operator. Coast to coast, LA to Chicago, Western Bay. I know you're not gonna put it in there, so that's for you.
You'd be surprised what I put in.
Time to put on my plastic for the day. Thomas, Godspeed.
What are you writing down?
This is my dream journal. One of my mentors said when you come, start writing down everything you can remember to train yourself to connect deeper with your dreams so that you can receive messages from the other world. And every so often, I will feel another being connecting with me. Maybe, yeah, I think the other night was, I think maybe it's happened a couple times on this trip, but if you're paying attention each night, even if it seems mundane, then when something really profound comes, you really get it. Yeah. What a life, man. Beautiful life.
Try not to fall.
That's up to you. I'm too low.
I'd like to.
You gotta get down. You gotta
listen for what
lower.
to miss. And then he'll catch.
Pull me all the way up in the back.
Wait, no, I'm falling. I'm falling.
Jesus, Mary and Joseph. If it took you that long, because I was underground for a while.
Please send those to me.
I love all the love.
Wrestling?
I know, we're such a little...
Lovely rolling up. That's right.
Okay.
So what we need to do is we're going to walk down to the Abbey. The registration is partly for safety. Part of what we're walking through today is also on some of the farmers' private lands. So there's agreements in place for financial incentives for some of the farmers to keep bulls out of their fields and all the things that we didn't see yesterday. But so most likely there will probably be some cattle again today. However, what I did want to do is, as we've done over the last week, is go over, make sure you've got the right map turned on and off on your thing, especially since we are going to be doing some overland walking today. This whole field and meadow is called the Hill of the Fairies. If you decide to stay with the fairies, have fun. We'll see you in 100 years. Just to the west of that, I think, is probably the most interesting geologic feature that we passed today. It's the Ayla Caves and Cliffs. Here the Ayla River comes into a cave system and just completely disappears underground. There's maybe 30 to 40 foot cliffs there in the limestone. All sorts of beautiful woodland around it. Sister, yeah, John, would you take some pictures out there for us? Thank you. It's just, just a button masher.
Sister Maureen, you're everywhere.
Yeah, get in the picture, sister.
Come.
We're the best walker.
No, I'm a head taller than my beard's probably growing into your hair.
Is it? All right.
When she gets her whole bit.
Yours?
What'd you say?
I'm so excited to
Say thank you.
He came upon the two of them as they were struggling for death and life, and he killed Sean O'Sullivan with his own knife. The soldiers brought the body of Sean, buried him here, and that night the people from the area came, took his body out of the grave, and threw him to the Black Lake. The priest made them take the body out again, and they buried it. But this time, they wouldn't give him a grave facing the east and the rising sun, a symbol of the resurrection. They gave him a grave facing the north.
I suppose you see a lot of change in the Abbey now in recent years, do you?
There wasn't even only up to the central up there to the first altar.
Come on in. You couldn't move over here to our house and choose a baby.
I do.
No,
I think we did just... Oh yeah, let's do it. Do you want to do it in front of, like on the sunny side of the... Yeah, okay. Dad, will you get everybody rounded up for the front of the Abbey so that we don't lose anybody?
traveling path directly through the property that goes out towards the cliffs and the caves.
Yeah.
How do you feel about that? How do you feel about pilgrims kind of visiting through your property?
Wouldn't mind it, I suppose, because it's been there. I mean, they say it's from St. Patrick, but there's evidence of it being a pagan thing before that, and the route that you were saying that's like been extended to Roscommon all the way to Croagh Patrick originally was for the High Kings of Ireland, that they'd have to travel that route and make the peak to make their kingship official or something, or so they say. But there's any amount of walks, and what we have around here is lots of nice scenery, lots of nice land, and people are welcome to roam it, I suppose. We don't mind.
Good.
The cows don't mind it either, as you learned. They like the company. Like yourselves, people will always be interested in the area, you know, because there's interesting things along the way. It's nice to see people and talk to them and inform them of the area. There's not too many people around here, so.
This is a wall of stone. This is the tree of ivy. This is Ireland.
Wow, the whole group is together.
We just came up from the cave. So.
That's awesome. Oh man.
This is giving hope to many people.
Keep me motivated. You just walk in front, okay?
Yeah, just stay in the front. You take the lead the rest of the way.
You'll be motivating to us.
That's right.
Follow the GPS.
What is your hope for the future of this pilgrimage walk?
In part, there's part of me that is completely happy if this is the only thing that ever happens, is this one walk. I don't think that's what's gonna happen. Part of that is just like releasing like having any sort of attachment to where it's gonna go. However, I believe that this is gonna really take off. So in a sense, my hope is that thousands of pilgrims will start to walk this every year. I mean, there's just so much that there is to offer. So on a deeper level, my hope is that this opens up the awakening of a whole nother level of spiritual relationship with Ireland. I hope that it opens up socioeconomic opportunities for the people along the way, from the accommodation hosts to the pubs and restaurants, musicians, storytellers. I would love to see it come alive, like I saw certain aspects of the Camino de Santiago, where people can surrender into the present moment and just let it all go. Recalibrate, renew, refresh. My highest hunger and in this particular restoration and recreation of this way is that it gives humans an opportunity to find hope in humanity again.
I think what I feel like I've gained through walking this pilgrimage is, shedding some burdens, peeling off some of the layers of grief, finding more strength in my body. I mean, the first pilgrimage killed me on the Camino de Santiago, and finding that my body's become even stronger.
Tape it. Tape it. Tape it. Tape it. Tape it.
The suffering that I've been through, either on my last pilgrimage or just in life in general before walking the road in Ireland, is nothing compared to the pain that I feel on the pilgrimage, is nothing compared to some other pain. And so we realize how much we can endure, and not an enduring in the way of willing ourselves, but actually surrendering deeper into faith, deeper into being carried by the road and being carried by like those that we meet on the road.
What time is it?
Yes, I do the same again.
You still have time to make the game, the match.
An hour and a half now, an hour and a half.
Yeah, he's the reason why I'm here. He got me up this mountain.
True. F12 wasn't it?
How many times have you climbed this, Martin?
Must see. When I was young, I'd come up nearly every year, I suppose, but I missed about 16 years, I suppose, but I missed last year because of the lashing rain too, but...
No, get the this is my new friend Brendan. This is called the...
Hi.
Nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you.
Yeah, nice to meet you.
We climbed together, have the same pace. Actually, he's faster than me.
It makes it easier to have a friend on the way up.
Yeah.
The last.
How many times have you come up the mountain?
Oh, maybe 10 or 12. 10 or 12. 10 or 12, since I was young, you know.
Oh, woohoo!
Made it. This is it.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, it's just so beautiful up here. I'd be able to look out and see the lakes and see the mountains. The same geology as the mountains back home, so it's like connection. And one of the things I really realized as I was walking up, of carrying this stone from Finisterre, the end of the world, down in Spain and Galicia, is the Camino doesn't stop for me here either. Let's just keep going. I'm so excited, just the beauty that this tradition brings out in people, both for the walkers and for the people in the countryside. It's such a gift. Such a gift. Glory to God.
I really struggled preparing for this. I wanted to be the best pilgrim I could be. I wanted to read the books. I wanted to be in the cloistered up in the abbey, meditating and praying, and I wanted to take it seriously and really give it the space and devotion that it deserves. But I succumbed deeper into my patterns. I was just like, oh, well, if I'm leaving soon, then I'm just gonna and if I'm gonna take a break from all these things, then I'm just gonna go hard. And so I numbed out the weeks leading up to this, and I was so ashamed of it. And I was like, man, I should. And I got the books, and I remember looking at the books, and then consciously choosing to do the other thing. And buy fancy gear instead of preparing my body. Yeah, I was like, oh, I'll just buy another merino shirt because that's what they say. Because that'll help me. I do love this merino though. And I feel like some like pride that my body was able to withstand the journey. But what feels like the most wholesome to me is this energy of like, all glory to God. That's what feels right to me. I want to be a pilgrim.
crazy that there's a building on the top of it?
I know. Looking a lot of where we walked. And I just feel so lucky to be here. This country has really, really held us in such a beautiful way. That's how I feel.
It's beautiful that it's a clear day.
Yeah.
Because it can be so wild and stormy and windy here. And you can't see any of this, and we can see 360-degree views.
Yeah.
It's trippy to be here with so many people.
Yeah.
And to be walking with so many people. And all the snippets of conversations. And how do I feel? Glad to be at the top.
Yeah. Grateful.
Yeah.
Grateful.
And fullness of redemption. Now we have courage to offer our prayers and praise to God our Father.
To come to choose to walk the land and to walk a part of the land that I'd never actually been on. To actually just be in service to the land. So it was to walk in remembrance. And that brought many things, to walk in remembrance. But that was my initial intention, was to return something to the land by walking it intentionally as a prayer for it. There were experiences that were alive for me. Breathing with the horses was unbelievable to me. These horses were so friendly, and they run right up to you. And you could lean your face into them, and they would lean their muzzles into you, and you could just share the air. And there was this incredible sense of primal being in that process. And that felt really heart-nourishing for me. There were a couple of days where it was raining super hard, and I felt when the rains were hard that there was this incredible fluency of connection between the earth and the sky that we were moving through.
This is St. Patrick's Day. This is where people come. This is the fair.
So we were in the chapel at Knock and closed my eyes. And I just saw all of the different plants that I'd been passing all day. And it was like plantain and nettles and meadowsweet and these wild orchids and dandelion and just all these weeds and just common plants. And there was no disconnection between this Mother Mary who was floating angelic in her white marble and the Mother Earth. And it was like she was saying, like, these are my saints, you know, like Saint Plantain, Saint Nettle. And it just was so beautiful to feel that, like, presence, you know, like here was this opulent, gorgeous, decked out church with these beautiful statues. And I close my eyes and she's just like, I'm everywhere.
Place where people are releasing suffering.
That was a horrendous thing.
I'd say this is the story of an experiment, because I don't think anyone really knew what they were getting into, including Jeremy to some extent. It's the first go. You know, how would we be received? How would we feel? Would everyone make it? People find meaning in it? But yeah, it's the story of a very beautifully intentioned experiment.
To me, it didn't matter if you finish, get to the end or not. You answered the call, and wherever I'm at in that calling, maybe it's only a day I can make it, it's still my calling. It's still my journey. I don't regret any part of this. I don't regret the pain. I don't regret the frustration. It's like I'm complete.
This is a story for healing of past generations and the generations to come. And what a gift children are for those reminders, like love, presence. Oh, how excited I am to be a mama. It's one of those little angel care packages that will someday probably drive me absolutely crazy.
Everyone is going to experience it in their own way. And maybe the only thing they really need to know is to listen to their own hearts and that they can do it.
The beauty that they were offered through conversations about people's farms, listening to about the trees on the rainfort, being invited in for tea, being joined for a little bit of a walk along the way, and just like the heart share that comes with that, like that's the base of humanity. What fills my heart more than anything is the recognition of that gift that we can give to each other when we take the time to be present.